Good morning, my friends. I hope you guys are doing okay. It's a beautiful day out today. We got no cloud. Well, we have a small cloud over there. Sun's coming up. Green trees and grass. It's amazing. This morning, it was just. I'm so thankful to be here this morning. I hope you guys are thankful as well. I don't deserve so much that I've been given, but our God is gracious and merciful, and He loves to bless us. And it's awesome. And now I can't wait to take those blessings and bless others with them, because that's going to be awesome as well. Freely you receive, freely you give. And it's not always materialistic things. If I'm receiving grace and mercy and love and compassion, and I'm getting those for free, that's what I want to give back for free to the world, so that the world might see Christ in me. Anyway, that was awesome. That was a great little tiny message, but we're going to get into Matthew 5. Right now, Jesus is about to start his sermon, and it's the most famous sermon, the Sermon on the Mount. Yesterday we went through where he goes up to the mountain with his disciples and starts talking about them being the salt of the earth, the light of the world, and how he didn't come to abolish the law and prophets but to fulfill them. And if you didn't see that video, you can go ahead and watch it. But now he's going to get into a lot of things that we as human beings deal with. And it's important to realize as we're reading this that you can't stay away from these by yourself. You have to have Jesus to help you get through it. But here we go. Matthew 5, verse 21. You have heard that it was said to those of old, you shall not murder, and whoever murders will be liable to judgment. But I say to you that everyone who is angry with his brother will be liable to judgment. Whoever insults his brother will be liable to the council, and whoever says, you fool, will be liable to the hell of fire. So if you are offering your gift at the altar, and there remember that your brother has something against you, leave your gift there before the altar and go. First be reconciled to your brother, and then come and offer your gift. Come to terms quickly with your accuser while you are going with him to court, lest your accuser hand you over to the judge, and the judge to the guard, and you be put in prison. Truly I say to you, you will never get out until you have paid the last penny. If you have a problem with somebody, and you don't reconcile with them, and you don't try to fix the situation with them, it can be dangerous, because you're letting it bottle up inside of you. And what happens a lot of the times is we go to somebody else, and we'll talk to somebody else about them in the situation. And that's called gossip. And we don't need to be doing that. We can praise others. We can help build them up. We can be nice and kind, but we don't gossip, and we don't need to be hateful toward them. No matter what they do to us, it really doesn't matter. We think that what somebody does to us is so bad, but look what we do to Jesus every day, and look what we did to Jesus when we put him on the cross. Nothing that anyone does to us is worse than what we do to our God. And if the Creator, the one that we take advantage of a lot, can forgive us, then who are we to not forgive others? And he even commands us that we are to forgive others, and if we don't, then our Father in heaven will not forgive us. We are called to love and be loving and to forgive, and if we have a problem with somebody, we need to go fix that problem before anything. Fix the problem. Forgiveness goes a long way, and a lot of the times you'll find out that there was a misunderstanding. And if they don't want to talk about it right now, then you respect those wishes, but let them know that you forgive them and you want forgiveness, and then go away. But you've done your part. That's what matters. Forgiveness, man. It's a great thing. Verse 27 says, You have heard that it was said, You shall not commit adultery. But I say to you that everyone who looks at a woman with lustful intent has already committed adultery with her in his heart. If your right eye causes you to sin, tear it out and throw it away. For it is better that you lose one of your members than that your whole body be thrown into hell. And if your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off and throw it away. For it is better that you lose one of your members than that your whole body go into hell. Now, not literally gouge out your eye and not literally cut off your hand, but whatever's in front of you is causing you to sin. And I'm going to get real with this. If you have an Instagram and you keep going in your searches and searching for things you shouldn't search for, then delete Instagram. If TikTok is making you lust after women because there's things on there that kids probably shouldn't be entertaining either, delete TikTok. If you keep going on your internet and you're looking things up we shouldn't be looking up, get rid of your internet. I know it can be hard. I know. Lust, that's a dangerous thing to be getting into. It's really dangerous. You don't only sin against God, but you're sinning against that person and yourself, because our body is a holy temple and we are called to protect it. And when we fall into that type of thing, it ruins it. It makes that temple dirty. And then when we come back to God and He cleanses us of that, the Spirit's gone, right? And what we don't see is that Spirit's coming back with 7 other of His friends, and it's stronger and it's harder to get rid of. It's called addiction, and we need to be careful of that. Just, if you're struggling with that, please say that you need prayer, because this is not a game, it's not a joke, and it's important to get rid of it. It is important to get rid of it. My camera died, so that was fun. Anyway, it was also said, whoever divorces his wife, let him give her a certificate of divorce. But I say to you that everyone who divorces his wife, except on the ground of sexual immorality, makes her commit adultery, and whoever marries a divorced woman commits adultery. This is important. Like when you get married, you have the man and the woman. They get married, they become one. So when you try to divorce, there's some spiritual stuff going on there that you can't see that's happened. And unless the divorce has been on the grounds of sexual immorality, then it can lead to other things. But that's why it's important that when you're looking for a wife or a husband, you ask God to bring the right person. And then when these other people come your way that want to be in a relationship with you, make sure that they're putting God first, and talk about what plans you have for your guys' futures, and see if it works out. And then if you guys date, pray together, worship together, read the word together, do biblical things together to grow that relationship. Because if you don't, then and you marry the wrong person, it's gonna suck. It really is. I've never been married. I don't know when or if I will, but yeah, it's gotta be someone that's equally yoked. That's a good thing to say. Equally yoked. And that's what followers of Jesus are taught to go off of. Is this person equally yoked? Again, you have heard that it was said to those of old, you shall not swear falsely, but shall perform to the Lord what you have sworn. But I say to you, do not take an oath at all, either by heaven, for it is the throne of God, or by the earth, for it is His footstool, or by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great King. And do not take an oath by your head, for you cannot make one hair white or black. Let what you say simply be yes or no. Anything more comes from evil. Now notice how it says it isn't evil. Swearing to do something in itself is not evil, as long as you do what you swear you're going to do. Promising to do something is not evil, as long as you do what you promise to do. And oaths are not evil, as long as you do what you took an oath to do. Jesus is saying, be careful of these things and just don't do them. Because if you promise or swear or take an oath that you're going to do something and you don't do it, it makes you a liar. And we aren't supposed to be liars. So you'll rarely hear me say, I swear I'm going to do this. I swear I'm going to do that. And I'm not saying that you have to be just like me. I'm giving examples. I'm not trying to put myself on a pedestal. It's just, for myself, I don't swear that I'm going to do anything. I don't promise that I'm going to do anything unless I know for a fact I'm going to do it. And actually, we don't know what the future holds. There's a Bible verse about this that says, so we shall say, if the Lord wills. So instead of saying, oh yeah, I promise I'm going to do this, say, Lord willing, I'll do it. Because you don't know what the future holds. But if someone asks you to do something, you don't have to exaggerate. Oh, I promise I'll do it. I swear I'll do it. No. Say, if the Lord's willing, I will do it. And then it's in God's hands. But we don't need to be promising things or swearing things or taking oaths on things. Just let your yes be yes and your no be no. That's all we need to say. You have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I say to you, do not resist the one who is evil. But if anyone slaps you on the right cheek, turn to him the other also. And if anyone would sue you and take your tunic, let him have your cloak as well. And if anyone forces you to go 1 mile, go with him 2 miles. Give to the one who begs from you, and do not refuse the one who would borrow from you. Alright. Everyone wants to say, oh, it's a dog-eat-dog world out there. You have to make sure that you have thick skin and this and that. That's worldly advice. Screw that. Forget that advice. This is real advice right here. If anyone slaps you on the right cheek, turn to him the other also. If someone slaps me on the face, am I literally going to say, okay, here's my other cheek, go ahead and slap that one too? No, because that can provoke him. You would never do that to anybody. But if someone physically slaps you on the cheek, you can try to engage in conversation and be like, why would you do that? Why? Like, try to de-escalate the situation. But if someone, in quotes, slaps you on the cheek, does you wrong, ask him, what else do you want to do? What else do you want? What do you want from me? What do you want? The world's so quick. Oh, self-defense this. Actually, the South, man, I love it down here in the South, but it's a big thing in the South. You come on my property, I'll just shoot you. Oh, but you're going to be in church every Sunday. Okay, I see. So you want to kill somebody, but you're going to go worship the Lord on Sunday. Got it. Well, that's not what we're called to do. We're called to love. If somebody's on your property, you can just walk up and be like, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing here? I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Or maybe ask them if they need help with something. You don't know what situation they're in. And if someone forces you to do something, ask them, what else do you want me to do? I've done this, what else do you want me to do? Go with them another mile. We have to be blameless. Give to the one who begs from you. You see somebody on the street corner and you're late for work, lower your pride. That job ain't nothing. That man on the street corner that might be hungry or thirsty could be you. So stop, give him something to eat, something to drink. And Jesus said, as many as you did help, you helped me. As many as you didn't help, you didn't help me. So if you don't help that man, it's kind of like you're not helping Jesus. You're not showing what the kingdom's about. We should all be missionaries, and you don't have to go and throw the Bible in their face, but just sit with them and eat with them. Trust me, I've done it. If you sit with these people and eat with them and get an understanding on their life, it's like you guys become friends, and it's awesome. It makes you feel good. Not every homeless person is just out there to get your money. Some of them are genuine. And some of them just need friends, someone to talk to. You can sit with somebody for an hour and listen to them talk. And you can pray for them. That's what the kingdom's about. You go, you pray for them, you eat with them, you can invite them to church. But, oh no, like I have to be at work in 5 minutes, la da da. Well, screw your job. Honestly, Jesus didn't say, oh, go do your job first and then go help these people. These people are more important than anything that this world has to offer, and your job is worldly. And I'm not saying that, I'm not saying that you have to like quit your job to follow God, but maybe have more respect for people. You're not everything. You don't have to be everywhere on time. You don't just help people. Help them. And if someone would borrow from you, don't refuse them. If someone would borrow from you and then they offer you something, just take it. Because then they say, oh, I'm not the only one that takes from this person. He also takes from me, and I know that if I help him and he helps me, then we're even. And it's a peaceful thing. You have heard that it was said, you shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I say to you, love your enemies, and pray for those who persecute you, so that you may be sons of your Father who is in heaven. For he makes his sun rise on the evil and on the good, and sends rain on the just and the unjust. For if you love those who love you, what reward do you have? Do not even the tax collectors do the same? And if you greet only your brothers, what more are you doing than others? Do not even Gentiles do the same? You therefore must be perfect, as your Father in heaven is perfect. Now, we are not perfect, but Jesus makes us perfect. He takes off our dirty garments and puts on the clean ones. He takes our evil and puts it off and puts in his good. If you go to church every Sunday and that's all you do, and you greet people at church, but then anyone else outside of that you're rude to, what are you doing? What more are you doing? But if someone's persecuting, cussing you out to get you, out to harm you, and you would still help them with things and pray for them, that's love. And that's what we need to do. And it can be hard. A lot of people are probably going to disagree with this kind of thinking because they want to be right. They want to be on top. They want to be the biggest, the strongest, the baddest. And that's not what the world's about. Everyone says, oh, I'm a man. I have to have these big arms and muscles. Oh, no. You don't. Take care of your body and work it out, yes. But Jesus was the perfect man. The perfect man. He loved people. He cared for people. He served people. That's what being a man is all about. We're servants, and we're leaders, and being a leader doesn't mean you have to be all hard, but we are to be soft, gentle as doves, wise as serpents. It's what we're called to be. And Jesus can turn you into that kind of man, but you have to want to be that man. And if you don't want to be that man and you want to be the biggest and baddest, I'm sorry for you, I am. Because on this side of the fence, it's so much better to be loving and kind and serve people. It's amazing. But I will tell you, all these things we went off of, you cannot avoid without Jesus. Jesus will keep you wise and show you how to go about things to where you'll line up with what he says. As long as you keep your focus on him. That's all we have to do. Say, Jesus, I want to follow you. I want to do what you command me to. Show me how to do this and lead me. Lead me in the right steps so that I don't go the wrong way. And He will. That's literally all you have to do. You have to be genuine. You have to want it. And you have to seek it. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be open to you. I hope you guys learned something from this. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Thank you for the new subscribers that joined. I appreciate you guys being here. I love it. If you guys have any prayer requests, put them down in the comments. I hope you guys stay blessed. Thank you.